Here's the video that everyone has been asking for. So in today's video, you're going to see the text message that I had posted in the group. In a group that I had with other police officers. When friendship fails, follow the timeline. So I'd post a text in a group that we had with other police officers. Police officers who are close to Jerome, that's Rome. Yeah man, they are a part of the group. Plus, not only that they are a part of the group, they are part of a wider community of people who are involved in nefarious thing. But this is it. I always remember when friendship fails, follow the timeline. When you come on to loyalty, some people lack that. You understand? This loyal, if they knowingly fail to stand by a friend despite credible concerns. So if you and a man a friend and one and two little things, and you see somebody post something as the message that I have post with the name of the person. And if you respect me as someone who in an intelligence community, what's the that it just boggle the mind. Because if you claim say, you and them, me and Jerome are a friend and couldn't be friend. But if you claim say Jerome is like your brother and Jerome are your G, what's the reason why? It's because the people or the person whose name is linked to who had vowed that they might kill Jerome and Bubba. Is that because you are friends with them too? So you see your money and morally indifferent, opportunistic, self-interest, lacking integrity and negligent transactional relationship. That bad, that bad for any kind of relationship, periods. Really open up my eyes more. Not only to criminality, but when it comes on to relationship with people. The warning that came before the tragedy. So most of these people who claim that they were friends with Jerome, and the man of Jerome, they weren't his friends. It's all about money. Period. And then a friend. They might cry now because him dead. So no money now flow to them. I'm not carrying a guy, you understand? I don't want a guy, nothing on them thing there. You understand? But I had the warning that came before the tragedy. Imagine sending a warning months before a tragedy occurs. I know say the people them from, because all the people from Mapen and all over, them call me and all of them thing there. But Jerome dead. Some people have good things to say about him. Some people hate him with a passion. I tell you that. Some people were glad to say Jerome dead. Others don't. I just saw it go on them thing. Once you live a life in a certain, it don't really matter whether when you're dead, people are going to rejoice and people are going to sad. Because you have people who love people. So imagine sending a warning months before a tragedy occurs. Imagine putting it in writing where other people can see it. Especially police officers and police were clear where them and Jerome close like brother, according to them. What kind of brother could you be then? No, them say hindsight. Them say hindsight is 2020 or, Monday morning quarterbacking. So the phrase hindsight is 2020 is a common English idiom, meaning that it's easy to understand, analyze, and evaluate an event after it has already happened. If these person or these police officer who claims that them know Jerome and them and Jerome are friend, them know themselves. If they had contact yours truly, then knowing with that, they would have get the information fully. Yes, you understand. When you are in the middle of making a choice, the future is blurry and the right decision isn't always obvious. However, once time passes and you look back at your past actions, you can clearly see the mistakes you make, the signs you missed, or what you should have done differently. Hindsight the act of looking back and are reflecting on past events. 2020, a reference of optometry and visual health. Having 2020 vision means you have standard. Now, yes, welcome to the Jamaica Young Police channel. To our loyal viewers, subscribers and Patreon member. At the channel, we are a group of law-abiding citizens who believe in the rule of law and respect the rights of every citizen, but not the ones who do not subscribe to such behavior. We do believe in and support preemptive strikes because they save lives. This is a logical conclusion because preemptive strikes save lives and prevent the further loss of lives. We are all about saving lives at this channel. We at the channel aid criminals with a passion and do not want them over here. We do not want your views, your subscriptions, your likes or your comments. Please go elsewhere where the red carpet is waiting for you. Over here, we want you to go to prison or the departure lounge at Madden. Moving on to today's video. Normal visual acuity and can see with perfect clarity without needing corrective lenses. No, despite how it looks written down, this phrase dates back to the mid-1900s and has nothing to do with the calendar year 2020. So always remember that hindsight is 2020. So if they had done that, but guess what? Yeah, I mean, no, say, as I'm saying them thing there, them I look back and I say, boy, if me recall Porter, is that only a few people really know where I really work. You understand? Even them know on them thing there, but guess what? People, there's no honest criminal. None. You understand? None. It's just like how even you as a police officer and you're doing your work, you might be watching a criminal and just waiting for the right time. And he may say, boy, supporter, boy, a police tell me, say, boy, say, I watch me. And he say, no, man, I lie, man. You understand? You know, say, yeah, watch him, but you're not going to make him know that. How you expect, and we say it all the time, how a man expects, say, you and a man a friend. And you are going to ask the man. It's just like ask the man, where your ears are supposed to kill you. You are going to ask me if he might kill you. You think he might tell you yes? You have to be a fool. Then imagine waking up months later to discover that one of the names you mentioned is dead. That is why today's documentary is not about speculation. It is about timeline, evidence, and accountability. It's when you come on to intelligence. Intelligence is not evidence now, but intelligence will lead you to evidence. This is something I receive, information I receive December 5th. Although the message itself is cryptic, people can't take it anyway. You understand what I'm saying? But you're going to see it for yourself. This is not make up something. This is something intelligence. You understand what I'm saying? Yeah, I just saw it. I'm not a crystal ball or anything like that. See him like how when the man was in a Jamaica. See him. The man named Kevin Tiliba Roberts, Mark Golding, the man Peter Bunting. Anytime them import the man in Jamaica from Haiti along with others to kill the Prime Minister. Not even the police them at Jamaica did know, say, this man was in a Warwicker Hill. Not even the police them know that this man was in a Warwicker Hill to kill the Jamaican Prime Minister. And I am the one that released even the recording of the man, because the man mentioned me, oh, that. All my mention them thing there because I don't know. You understand? You understand? I have family who live in Warwicker Hill too, you know. My family live all over in Jamaica. Where you understand? Some of them in a some of them are Corrobunkers and Dirty Bung. But you don't know as them cousin, them proud of me and them thing, then they not go tell people. But them know, so you know, say boy, my cousin we are law abiding citizens and was according to them bad police and them thing there at Jamaica. It's just simple as that. So on December 6, 2025, I, Chris Porter, posted a message that contained a warning involving Jerome Cunningham and another individual known as Bubba. The reason why I put up Bubba name, I know him correctly, you know. You understand? I'm going to tell you, them call him Bad Indian. The people that when they mind in a war, them know him, you know. You understand? Some months later, Jerome Cunningham was killed. Did that warning mean the crime would definitely happen? No, because that was intelligence. Did it identify who committed the crime? No. But it raises an important question. If information suggested someone could be at risk existed beforehand, who saw it? How seriously was it taken? And what happened afterwards? Later you're gonna hear the people them who's really behind. In this video, you're going to see a text message. You're going to see whose name in the video and where all of this come from. When a man a thief, I just say go thief likes a thief carry long bag. I don't know how a man become criminal, but here, once you're a thief and you're a criminal, it's easy for other criminals set you up. I say I already had him think they have a cousin who come from out of east. You understand? And at the time, the two police where them say Tony Youth and Calvin Benjamin kill. At the time, he mean if I run them thing they call up him name and him at in the dead police hell on him. I feel one friend them kill him, shot him in him head back. After him decide say I call it at the America and go back at them kill him and come back to Jamaica, come bury him. Him see him friend them where people him and him grew up. So nobody can't tell me nothing about criminal and criminality. So today I am going to walk you through the timeline using documents and publicly known facts. You can examine the evidence for yourself and draw your own conclusions. This documentary is about one principle: evidence matters, timeline matters, facts matters. Stay with me until the end because I will show you exactly what was documented before the homicide and explain why preserving evidence is so important in any investigation. Stay with me to the end. And please, just tell me where you're watching this video from. If you are watching Timbuktu, I say people are from Australia watch the channel, the Jamaica Young Police channel. And please, yes, thanks for reminding me that the channel is under attack by unscrupulous, by the depraved mind people them. Just always remember this, nothing will last long, only good salvation. Michael Manley did think he might be Prime Minister for life, but Michael Manley dead. Michael Manley dead, and very long time. You understand? Him dead even younger than Siaga. Only the black thief still alive and him thing there, and Portia and the black thief live longer than Michael and Edward Siaga. So, moving on. So, as we say, this is all about timeline and why documentation matters. And when I tell you this, whether or not you want to believe it, not everyone who you think are your friend is your friend. Some people is not your friend. You understand? Some people just evil at best. Some people just evil at best and them don't care about anyone about. The only thing them care about are themselves. They have no love. The only love that them have are money. As I said before and I say again, I warned them 7 months earlier. Jerome is not my friend, never have been, and couldn't be. Not that we're trying for, as we say over here, even if somebody not cure, even somebody be, our job over here is all about saving life. And when friendship fails, character is revealed. So ladies and gentlemen, I want to ask you a question that everyone of us should think about. What is a friend? We'll ask you that. What is a friend? You tell me what is a friend. I have no friend in a period. When I said me not have no friend, nobody can invite me on a party or this or that. The closest somebody would have to me as friend, I want youth named Nelson, and me and him used to work. And him live at Jersey. And years me not see Nelson, you understand what I'm saying? So me not have no friend. I have seen so many things growing up in a Jamaica as a youth and as a police officer. So me not have no friend. So what is a friend? A friend is someone who calls you when everything is going well. A friend is someone who enjoys your success, your money, your influence, and your connections. And the reason why we say that now, I can't tell you this now. Right through my life, I have always been a loyal and a genuine friend. Let me repeat. Right through my life, I have been loyal and a genuine friend. And all of the people them were the only 2 friends that I have will never betray me, them dead. 2 friends that I ever have will never betray me. I used to name Stephen McGeehan and another one. You understand? And guess what? The worst part about it, whether or not you want to believe it, none of them were black. None of them are black. All of the people that have around me, and I not condemn or put them, I just tell you the truth. I tell you my first experience, even as a police officer. There was a policeman named Clifton Blight. He used to die Clarendon. We graduated together. We weren't friends at training school, you know. But we became friends. It's when he arrested and charged with murder. Because film thing is different from yours truly. When him charged with murder, everybody pretty much abandoned him. And yours truly and a brother named Fred Beckford rallied around him. And at the time when him charged, him never got in the remand, but him not sleep at jail, him sleep in a barracks. So at all times, somebody has to be there to guard him. So even when me finish work, I should have gone on my yard, me there for guard this man. You understand? End up that for years, him charged. I'll show you about friend. He was arrested and charged with murder for killing a youth up a Moko or something like that. But I don't remember the youth name. Youth in a run off a bus and him shot him in him back. Shoot, you know, him get away. One shoot out of them thing there with Caswell, Campbell and all kind of thing. And in the charge with murder. Him name Clifton Blight. I just tell you about friend. I'm going to tell you, say, you know, people stay. So all this time when this man was charged and them thing, no other police from our batch never rally around him. I was the only one. Youngest one, only one from our batch rally around him. Me and another brother named Fred Beckford. Fred Beckford passed away. Him dead about 6 years ago. He was my friend too. And when Blight that jail, even him family abandoned him. So out of my little pay, I make sure that him get food from up by the canteen. Miss Wood, and then after that one next family control the canteen, and you understand. And every month it come out of my check for 3 years. You understand? I'm going to live to see the same policeman, and end up that me and him I did live together. I live to see same policeman. Blight went to internal affairs, and I try to get me in trouble after him do him man, female man. After me, you know, best friend I can ever talk about when, you know, with this man, and live to see him betray me. And then after female man dead now, him want to rekindle back the relationship. Me and a fool, so I just cut him off from them. So that's why I tell you, I'm not a friend. You know, Fred dead. And then, as I tell you, say, a brother named Nelson, Esther Nelson. At one point in time, him come stay in my house at West Palm Beach with my family and him thing there for about 2 weeks. And I live to see that the man they say, boy, me for dead. So in the talk about friend and him thing there, that's why I'm not a friend. So I'm not a friend on him thing there, because right through my life and him thing, you realize that and most of the friendship you have is one way. It's a one-way friendship. And what them can benefit out of you. So me don't need no friend. You have to analyze that. Most people you have friends with is because they're benefiting from you. If you don't have them in your life, you're still better off, you know. Whether or not you want to believe it. So even people that they run Jerome, they weren't friends with him. They were friends with him because Jerome a criminal and I kill people and everything because of money. me couldn't be friends with Jerome because Jerome kill people. That I one. So two, in money won't even, you understand? Because I have people me know from me at 10. And once me find out so them kill people, me no deal with them again. Until them dead, me no deal with them again. I'm not afraid to talk. And that was rifle. Because I'm killing best friend, Trinity. I confront him about it. Enough police will know rifle, them will know if rifle, then rifle or rifle. Me know rifle from me at 10. You understand? And that's why I respect me. And one thing why I have respect for me is that I'm not dishonest. I'm not a thief. You understand? Him have a police favor around him or rob from him, him tell me them name. You understand? He never yet come to me and say anything, if you do anything, they fear or say anything like that. That's a respect way man for me. Because once people know the kind of person you are, people now come to you with them foolishness. So you mix, but you don't have to dissolve. So you have to be careful who you say, you know, who you call friend. Jerome never have none. Or is it a friend, the person who stand beside you when your life may be in danger? Because that is when friendship is tested. So all the people them were in the group, and then I had posted this message. Whole heap of people I said, boy, I'm making a call them name and this and that. You just leave in a suspense. Police already. Yeah man, police who know the police them and them thing, them don't contact me. Police who said that Clarendon call and say, boy, yeah, we know say this a money and that the one there and the one that St. Catherine and the one that this and all kind of thing. We just listen. You understand? I was said before, we choose who to say boy our friend. I said before, I say again, I have no friend. Period. Character is not measured when life is comfortable. Character is measured when difficult decisions have to be made. Think about it. Suppose someone receives information suggesting that another person may be at risk, losing them life. The information may or may not be, or may not ultimately prove accurate. That is for investigators to determine. But it is serious enough that a reasonable person would pause and think. Remember, as police officers, intelligence is information that sometimes leads to evidence. And you have to follow it, you know. So when time you ignore it, is that you are pretending now, say, boy, you are what? And me are who? The information may not ultimately prove accurate, you know. But it is serious enough that a reasonable person would pause and think about it. What does a person's integrity do? A person with integrity does not laugh. Them take it seriously. And my friend, what? A person of integrity does not dismiss the warning simply because they dislike the messenger. And that's the only thing, as some people say, yeah, that's a reason why. So that's why I tell you, say, you have to be careful who you say your friend. We know say them listen. Because in themselves, them know say them mess up. Them know say them mess up. I could have put other information after, but I don't. Those of you who might have seen the text that I have posted, some people say that they have seen it because people from the group leak it already. And it's out there, so them know who is the person who said, boy, them are kill Jerome and Bubba. That's a bad Indian. You understand? And them know the person who do it. But from the text, we can't tell you that. That is one of the person. And whether or not you want to believe it, this is politics again too. Politics. You hear, hey, still you know. Whether or not you want to believe on them things, so you know, say Jim Brown Pitney them kind of them smart, them man a fool, you know. You understand? Live it, you hear what I'm say? I'm not gonna be friend with no PMP and them thing there, you know. Me and no PMP hang out and them thing. Me I do business with a guy. I do no business, no guy in no care with me and them thing there. A guy come on my ends, you know, see it. Me and a guy I do no business on the road. I drive with no man. A person integrity asks, what if there is even a chance this is true? That is not paranoia. That is responsibility. Throughout history, many tragedies have been preceded by warnings that people fail to take seriously. Sometimes those warnings turn out to be mistaken, and sometimes they prove significant. The point is that responsible people assesses credible information rather than ignore it out of hand. A genuine friendship is built on trust, loyalty, honesty, and concern for another person's welfare. If you and me are friends, me I go look out for you. I just say it go. But you have to understand now. In this case, did they look out for them friends? No. Because you have to understand all them I think about the money, you know. Because Jerome had the money mule. But in I see him returning thing there, Jerome was a criminal. I will say again, you know, whether or not you want to believe it. As much as Jerome a criminal, he never convicted of a crime. When I say criminal, he was a career criminal. Broke people foot, do all kind of thing, and him have people right now, you know. Have been pitting them and grandpitting them when missing grandpa. To them know them father and grandfather as good as a loving man and all of them thing there. But people out there know say Jerome all corrobonkers, dirty bung, then a wicked man. Wicked man, and a harder wicked. To understand data and live in this world, know that data is king. One thing that I have learned throughout my career is this. Yeah, man, data is king. You can't take away. No cure a guy go on and them thing. The government, businesses operate on data. That's why, if you have been following the news out of Jamaica and they're showing the murder rate declining, all of that thing that you're seeing with the percentage, that is data. That's a part of data. So whether you are investigating a crime, running a business, government, or building a successful YouTube channel, decisions should be driven by data, not emotions, assumptions, or wishful thinking. At the Jamaica Young Police channel, as we said before and we say again, it's not an entertainment channel. We constantly study our analytics because the numbers tell us what our audience enjoys and how you consume our content. After reviewing the data, we noticed something very interesting. While many of you are staying with us much longer than before, with a fantastic, most viewers still stop watching at around 22-minute mark. The good news is that we have also seen about 60% improvement in viewers who now stay until the very end of our videos. That tells us the changes we have made are working, and for that, I sincerely thank every one of you for your incredible support, because we want to continue improving the channel and respecting your time. We have made a strategic decision based on the data. From time to time, we'll present certain investigations as a two-part documentary series instead of one very long video. The approach allows us to keep each episode engaging while giving you the opportunity to absorb the information more comfortably. It also gives us more time to review additional documents, verify information, and present the material in the clearest way possible. Now, I know some of you are thinking, Sir Porter, I don't want to wait until tomorrow. Well, here's the good news. If you simply can't wait for part 2, you can join the Patreon squad today. Remember, it costs less than a quarter, 25 cents per day, less than a cup of coffee. Members receive early access to exclusive content, extended discussions, and behind the scenes material that isn't immediately available on YouTube. Just click the Patreon link in the description box below. You'll find several links there, including one that takes you directly to the Patreon community. For everyone else, don't worry. And there's a link there for people, you know, who want to join WhatsApp. Yeah, there's a WhatsApp. If you go in, you saw so many links inside here. Part 2 will premiere at the same time tomorrow. And I promise you, it's worth the wait. We'll continue following the documented timeline, examining the evidence, and discussing the facts that remain available for everyone to evaluate. Thank you for believing in this channel's mission of substance over popularity. Together we'll continue building a community that values documentation, critical thinking, and evidence over rumor. When in emotional things. Before you leave, remember, like, hype, comment below, share. And if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel and select all. If you're not receiving any notification from the channel, unsubscribe and subscribe all over again and select all. Remember, you know, the channel is under attack for the past 2.5 years. And thanks for keep reminding us. As we said before, Rome never making an idea. 2.5 years. We don't live off of YouTube. YouTube don't pay our bills. We just do this because we want a better Jamaica. I have, to those of you who are listening now to this, the end of this, and if you're a Patreon member, you can type that. I'll let you hear an exclusive recording of Dudus and a man named Cowboy by the DEA. Exclusive. You won't hear that anywhere else. Where Dudus and Cowboy, we're recording, you know, from the DEA. Where Dudus and where Cowboy are called Dudus and attack to him. You won't hear this anywhere else. The channel is under attack, you know, because you understand what I'm saying. But don't worry. I will see you in part 2. So until then, take care, stay safe, and remember the code, facts over fiction. We have so many things here to give you at the Jamaica Young Police Channel. And those of you who keep praying, yeah, just keep praying. And as we said before, we trust God, not man. We don't trust man, period. As we said before, we don't have no friend. Even those who would think our friend realize that they're not our friend. You understand? And them supposed to know, say, we know, say, them are our friend. So have yourself a beautiful day. Jamaica Young Police Channel out.